Dominion Energy recently provided a $10,000 grant to Loudoun Education Foundation to support its Backpack Coalition program, which is all about addressing food insecurity. So what exactly is the Backpack Coalition? We have Kari Murphy with us to tell us. She is Loudoun Education Foundation's Director of Development. Kari, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Peggy, and thanks to Dominion Energy for your very generous donation.
Well, we are so glad for the work you do in the community, but tell us about the Backpack Coalition. I'm thinking it's not about backpacks.
It is not about backpacks, but of course that's a vehicle to discreetly deliver weekend meal bags to students in need throughout Loudoun County and in the school districts. So we serve about 1,000 students weekly with these weekend meal bags, and we also have in-school pantries to help support a different, more dignified way for them to access food.
So the weekend food bags, now these are kids I'm assuming might be on the assisted programs.
Yes,
food programs, right?
So we partner with Loudoun County Public Schools, and the family liaisons in each of the schools identify students who have a need, and they are the liaison to us to determine which students would receive these. But oftentimes the school communities that we're supporting are lower economically disadvantaged.
And so kids who might come to school and get their breakfast and their lunch and may not have enough food over the weekend.
Right, exactly.
And that's what the food bags are for.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
And we pack enough in that creates a meal for 4 individuals throughout the weekend.
Wow, it can really help the whole family.
Absolutely.
And it does.
It
wow,
does.
That's wonderful. So and you also have food pantries.
We do.
How how does that work?
So we piloted in 6 schools at the beginning of last school year in-school pantries. And again, the family liaisons open this to the students and the families in need to come shop whenever they want. However, there is no cost for them to pick the maybe more culturally appropriate foods for the family that they're interested in versus us just massively in a mass production kind of way giving them other food.
What, you don't like tuna fish? I mean, come on, no.
Right, so they have options. And the other benefit that this provides is that it alleviates a transportation issue.
Absolutely,
So both for the weekend meal program and the in-school pantry, you know, it's right there in the family's community, so they're able to very easily access that food, which is critical.
Huge, great ideas. So I imagine you have to have a lot of volunteers to get all this done.
We do, absolutely. So you'll find volunteers packing every Tuesday night, and again, 1,000 meal bags every week. So it's no small undertaking, and our program director, Kirsten Schell-Smith, and assistant Courtney certainly do a great job of organizing individuals, young children, teenagers, corporate groups, come in and help us out every week, which we're very, very grateful. We can't do it without our volunteers.
Of course. And how do you get the food? Where does the food come from?
Thank you. Well, we have a great supplier with the Blue Ridge Area Food Bank, and they do wonderful work throughout all of Northern Virginia community. So they help supply, and we also accept in-kind donations of people that drop off items.
So describe the packing event that you have. How does that work?
Oh, man, you have to come see it,
I want
Peggy.
to come see it.
You need to come see it. They're like a machine there.
Yeah.
So literally there are boxes that are put together, and then kind of an assembly line process where we are choosing the food for the week that goes in the bags, of course, trying to alternate that every week to provide a variety of nutritious items for the families receiving the meal bags. But literally we turn on some music and we grab the food, throw it in the bag, tie it up, throw it in the box, put it on a pallet, and get ready to go for delivery.
So the bags that the kids get every week, they come and pick them up at the school.
The school,
right.
And the family liaison works with the school administration and the students to decide what is the most discreet and dignified way that students can receive.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Bags,
That's wonderful. And So we talked about which students do this. Oh, you're also collecting hygiene items.
We are. So through our in-school pantries, you know, especially at our middle school and high school level.
With girls,
Yes, there's a need.
Yeah.
And it's just as expensive,
Oh.
if not more so, than going out and buying, you know, food items every week. So we wanted to add to our in-school pantries to offer those items to our students in need as well.
It's a great idea.
Thank
It
you.
really is.
Thank
It helps,
you.
especially, you know, girls in middle school, whatever. They're afraid to tell somebody, afraid to talk about it.
Absolutely.
They can get the feminine hygiene. I mean, do you do other
Absolutely.
stuff too, like toilet paper?
Razors,
Wow.
cleaners, shampoo, toothpaste, all that.
All of it, basic
All those
necessities.
basic necessities.
That if you're,
absolutely.
you know, struggling, it's going to be very difficult to purchase.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And again, you know, it's just everyone, we're all in this together, right? And we want to make sure that everyone has what they need.
Oh, well, it's wonderful what you're doing. Tell us a little bit more about what LEF does.
Thank you. So Loudoun Education Foundation for over 30 years has been in a public-private partnership with Loudoun County Public Schools, and our sole purpose is to engage the community to invest in critical and innovative programming for the school district. And that ranges again from our Backpack Coalition to perhaps after-school STEM programming and other over 30 programs we're supporting currently.
Because the food and hygiene, those are critical needs.
Absolutely.
And education's a critical need too, really, when you think about it. So you all help supplementing with different kinds of programs.
Yes, we are. Yes,
like
we are.
after school mentoring, maybe, things
We
like that.
do. We have a STEM program after school called Propel and Level Up. That's in our elementary and middle schools. And we also support a Think Big Space, which is, again, an opportunity for educators to train themselves on computer science education and bring those ideas into the classroom. We also fund innovation in education grants. So twice a year, our educators can apply for a $500 to $1,500 grant to supplement their curriculum.
Wow, fantastic.
Thank
you guys have
you.
a lot going on.
We have a lot going on. We
Wow.
love it.
Thank you so much, Kari, for coming in and telling us all about it.
Thank you,
It's really-
Peggy, and again, thank you to Dominion Energy.
I'm just happy to be here talking about it. It's wonderful to work for a company that can do this and
Yes.
help the community this way. On behalf of Dominion Energy, I'd like to thank Loudoun Education Foundation for everything you're doing in our community. What a wonderful organization and a great program that is supporting people in need.